Nice and sweet. Some real cold water. Oh, we got stuffs in the way now. Finally, Hearst Castle, driven by this place 5, 7 times or something. Never had the time to do it. Marissa made us a trip to come see the castle.
That represents pool number 2. And that lasted a little bit longer, but the big house was gone, so of course the man needs a pool to keep up. So between 1934 and 1936, before looking at was completed. Over to our left 100 years ago, that's the busy end of the pool. Why? It's the shallow end.
Excuse me.
So if you notice the main house, has a different facade than the north wing. The main building has limestone on it. Now limestone from Utah. After the movie, no matter what time it ends, maybe midnight, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, he would go up to the 3rd floor and work in his study. Ultimately, this was supposed to be that same study. But again, he never was in here working. He was getting ready to leave the hilltop. And you'll notice the mural at the end of the rim is quite colorful. And then when you see this above me, it's not as colorful. Camille Salon is the artist. Mr. Hearst is running out of time. He's running out of juice. His heart is an issue. So Camille packed up all of his art. About 1,000 of them are gold. On the wall, 22, 24 karat gold. I'm sure I'll...
George Hearst was a miner who came here to California from Franklin County, Missouri. He was looking... And Julia Morgan places these 4 sculptures right here, and she puts them in a little Art Deco fountain that she builds, and she uses a relief design. This is a lotus flower, a symbol of Egypt. She continues that lotus flower on the tiles, on the step risers. She designed all the tiles everywhere you look. Here on the flooring, on the eaves of the cottages, and all the way up there on the bell towers. Why is Hearst buying something from ancient Egypt for his collection? Nothing else here is Egyptian. That's because something was happening in the 1920s. Any guesses what that was, 1922 specifically? King Tut's tomb was discovered. Everybody's excited about Egypt. Anybody here a Harry Potter fan? I told you. Harry Potter? Yeah, good for you, okay. Does this look anything like Hogwarts dining room to you? Yeah, it does. Well, actually, we had some artists here sketching years ago